Hey, I know today might feel like a punch in the gut. You had hope, you believed in something better, in change and progress. But here we are, and it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. That disappointment, that frustration, it's real and it's heavy. But if you're watching this, I need you to hear me out, okay? Losing hope today doesn't mean you have to lose hope in yourself, your future, or what's possible for you. Maybe you're thinking, what's the point? What's the point in trying so hard if things just keep coming back, right? And keep pushing back. But here's the truth. These setbacks, they don't define you. They're just bumps in the road, challenges that, yes, hurt, but also shape you into ways you might not even realize yet. I know it's easy for us to let it feel like the door has changed, just slam shut. But the door to your future is still wide open. But now's the time to look closer to your dreams and what you're holding on to. Going back to school, pursuing that career you keep putting off, using the talents and the skills that are uniquely yours to build something real for yourself. If yesterday didn't teach us anything else, it taught us to show up for ourselves and to keep showing up for ourselves. You have the strength that the world needs, even if today feels like it says otherwise. And that's why I want you to stick around with me. Subscribe because this channel is all about helping you do just that. Find your path, sharpen your skills, and build a future that works for you. We'll talk about taking those dreams and making them practical, one step at a time. I'll be here with tools, advice, and support to help you turn your career and college goals into something real, something you hold on to. One of the reasons why I wanted to do this initially is because I wanted to give back to the community, right? I was once in undergrad, I was once in graduate school going through it and everything, and my mentors and so many people poured into me. So I was like, you know what? Let me create a channel where I can pour into people and be a vessel as well. So here I am. And then all of this happened, and I know that sometimes I become so busy that I forget about even posting. Hence, like having one or two posts now. I'm trying to like really build it up and get into that habit. Full transparency, this is called Life Unscripted with Siobhan, and I'm being very unscripted right now. Although I'm like trying to like gather my thoughts right now while we talk. But the unscripted part is just speaking to life and the ebbs and flows that comes with it. It's not so literal in the sense of me reading from things. Sometimes I have to make a note so I can actually remember what it is I want to come on here and talk about. So I do that. But from the extent of the intentions behind it, the extent of how serious I am when I say that it's all about showing up for myself, about showing up for the people. My community is going to be my community, right? So whoever subscribes and they're serious about it and all these different things, then let's go. Let's get it. So take a breath. Give yourself a moment. Don't give up on your future. Don't give up on our future, for the next 4 years. You're stronger than this. We're stronger than this. You're stronger than you think. And together, we're going to turn that strength into progress. Click subscribe and let's take this journey together because you're still here and there's so much work for us to do. This is only the beginning. If nothing else came from like all of this, really the everything that happened over the last month or so since we had this new change and Biden was going to step down and all these different things. For me as a woman, it really felt like, you know what, maybe I too can do this. Maybe there is something out there that I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna put my energy into getting this done and making sure that this happens for me, myself, for my future, for my kids' future, all these things. But it speaks to that. I feel like there's a lesson here. There's a lesson here for us, so deeper than, well, the vote didn't count or whatever, all of those negative feelings that we're feeling about it and frustrations, right? It was amazing to see a woman of color out there and saying, yes, I'm smart. I'm showing up. I'm doing the work. I'm gonna try, even if I can't, even if I get denied, I still showed up for this. I hope maybe she'll, in 4 years, maybe she'll go after it again. Who knows? Maybe other women will. There's so much for us to do. I think that one of the main things that I wanted to do specifically, because as I said before, I have 27 years in higher education and I have, my recruitment firm and everything like that. So why not use those skills to be a vessel? Why not use those skills to better myself as well, to help others? Because I feel like we grow, we learn and everything through being of service to people, through helping people, through creating our own business and offering services, through those businesses, through those skills that we have, gaining more transferable skills, putting them to good use because they were given to us for a reason. They were given to us to really utilize. One of the things for me is that specifically with the whole YouTube thing or social media thing and creating these videos is sometimes it feels so because it's like, do I really want to do that? But yes, why not? Why not show up for myself? Why not show up? Someone needs to hear from me today, Why not show up for people? I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but yeah, let's do it. Right now you're sitting on so much talent. You know that you know how to sing or paint or draw or you've always wanted to go back to school and get your degree. Now's the time to go back to school and get that degree. Seriously, if there was ever a time before this to go back to school and get a degree, it is now. Or to just go to school, period, right? To put that energy into doing the work. Just making sure that, yeah, if you're at a job right now and you're like, I don't really like it, find some time somewhere in there to try to go back to school, even if it's a community college. That's one of the videos that I'm going to make, is the advantages of even starting out by just going to a community college, just to get your feet wet, just to figure out what that looks like for you. Or something vocational. It doesn't have to be a traditional school. It could be a actual vocational component. It can be just like a trade or something like that. If you know you're good with automotive, going and doing that. If you're good with marine technology, going to figure out what school can you go to in your area. What does that look like for you? There are so many things. I think that speaks to this right now. If I had to look for a lesson in all of this right now, I would say it would be that. To just bet on ourselves, to not give up hope. Maybe the glass is half filled or half empty, depending on your perspective and everything like that. Regardless, it's still a glass. There's still water in it. There's still some work to do to fill it, to pour into ourselves, to pour into our community, to still try to prepare for the future and the uncertainty of it and what it looks like for us. I wish peace and blessings for all, and nothing but positive energy and good vibes on this channel, please. Until next time.